MSD of Wayne Township Board of Education regular board meeting is called to order. Please rise for the pledge of allegiance. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, liberty and justice for all.
Thank you all. Mrs. Graves, can you help us with a roll call this evening?
Sure. Ramika Graham. Karen Burke. Present. Susan Graves. Present. Ben Wakefield. Michael Gordon.
Present.
Sherry O'Day Marcotte.
I'm here.
Brandon Bowman.
Present. Thank you, Mrs. Graves. Please note that Mrs. Graham and Mr. Wakefield are absent this evening. Board has been provided with a copy of the agenda for tonight's meeting. I do have one addition to the agenda before asking for a motion to approve. Under donations, we have representatives from Mount Olive Church here this evening. So we will add them under new business, Mount Olive Church. With the addition of Mount Olive Church under new business, we have a motion to approve the adoption of the agenda.
We'll make a motion to approve the adoption of the agenda.
A motion and a second. Any comment or discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Thank you. The agenda is approved. We'll move into recognition. Dr. Suggs.
Absolutely. I could have Ryan Madsen meet me at the front. Be right there. That was the best pledge I have heard in this boardroom. That was awesome. Mhm. Ryan, thanks for being here tonight.
Thank you.
Great schools don't happen without great communities, and great communities don't happen without great schools. Tonight, we're recognizing our June recipient of the Wayne Way Volunteer Award, which honors volunteers who go above and beyond to support our students and our schools. These are people who show up for our students and make our community stronger. Tonight, we celebrate. Our June honoree is Ryan Madsen, a Ben Davis graduate who has given back to Wayne for over 15 years as a coordinator of the Roby PTO basketball program. Each year, this program serves between 100 to 200 Roby students, providing boys and girls with a structured, safe, and supportive atmosphere to learn the game of basketball. Ryan has donated thousands of hours organizing volunteers, listening to concerns from parents, coaches, and players, making sure every detail runs smoothly. But what truly sets Ryan apart is his commitment to making sure every child has a chance to play. Transportation needs, financial challenges, disabilities, none of these are barriers at Roby's PTO basketball program because Ryan and his volunteers always create a level playing field for any student who wants to participate. Many children would never have the opportunity to be part of an athletic team without this program, which is 100% staffed by volunteers. Ryan's impact goes beyond the court. Former Roby PTO players often return as assistant coaches, staying involved in a positive way and serving as role models for current players. Through Ryan's leadership, volunteers demonstrate and teach the importance of giving back to your community, and these lessons stay with students long after they leave Roby. Ryan Madsen exemplifies the Wayne Way in every way. Please join me in celebrating Ryan Madsen for his dedication. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
So, someone here with you tonight?
My son, Xander.
Where is he? Thanks for coming. And I see some Roby in here. There he is. That's a little quarter. So tell us about this program. Why do you do it?
Basically for the kids. I mean, third through sixth grade, a lot of sixth graders don't have anywhere to play in Wayne Township. So we just kind of provide somewhere where everyone can play, not like the most experienced players, but the kids that just want to get out there, get some exercise and have fun.
So what lessons are we teaching? If
Uh,
everybody can play.
Dribbling, of course, shooting, but mainly, a lot of sportsmanship, and that goes a long way. So, in my book, it does.
It also is teaching our kids to include everybody.
Oh, yeah, everyone's
Yeah.
included. for sure.
Everyone's included. There's value in that and like you said, the sportsmanship.
Yes.
Yeah. Help me congratulate Ryan Matt. Okay. We're up. Oh, Mr. Sherman Woodard. So, Mr. Woodard has been a busy bee. How long have you been in our district? 30 years. It goes fast, doesn't it?
Let's go fast.
Yeah, it goes fast. We came almost about the same time.
These young people.
We were young people. He's been really busy. Tell us about your work at Ben Davis.
I'm Director of Student Services at Ben Davis High School, in the county there since 2003.
And before that,
I worked in the grant program, Youth for a Chance, turning away success team, worked in there for I think 5 years.
yeah. So always and he's a graduate
And
And-
Kobe Rocket.
and a road. He wrestled for Ben Davis High School. He wrestled in college. Where'd you go to school?
Right, let me tell you how to carry myself. I'm gonna do more.
All right. And so, you came to this district in the spirit of assisting students and helping them find their path, and you just continue that work over 30 years. And that has led him to achieving his doctorate degree. So tell us about where you did that and what did you study?
So I've just been on a magnificent journey. Coaching got me into working in schools. I never really thought I was working with young people. Then wrestling coach for 5 years. And then feel like God put it on my heart. I went back to school, got a master's degree, and I started working with just young males in the leadership of the program. We developed, we created a giant team. And then I just witnessed something magical or spiritual happen. The guys that took over the mentoring program, mentoring the young guys at the elementary, they were going on to graduate from college with a master's degree, and 3 out of 4 of my participants actually have their doctorate. So I was my study was interviewing them and kind of understanding their socialization and experience to help them become leaders that are still serving leaders in the community today.
Awesome. Great work. What did you learn?
I learned that trauma can be overcame by teachers. It was critical soldiers, what I call them, in the community and in the classroom that were supporting these young guys and giving them belief. I learned that the power of peers is as strong, if not stronger. We always hear about negative peer pressure, the positive peer pressure that young people put on each other was amazing to study and to experience.
Well, you were one of those soldiers that helped kids through. That's obvious, right? Is there anyone you brought with you tonight?
My wife and daughter, Julie, here, our turtles.
Hey, help me in congratulating Dr. Sherman Woodard.
Dr. Cook, young man wanted a picture with you guys.
I'm sorry, you gotta come back, Mr. Woodard.
Dr. Wood.
Dr. Woods.
Spotlight. Thank you.
All right.
Our young men and women have been knocking it out of the park at the BPA.
Absolutely. Third time's a charm, boss. I know I can read it in. It is the spring and a very busy time of year. So if I could ask Mr. Bragg to come step in. BPA Jen Schultz was not able to join us, but I can read a little bit about our student recognition. We had our financial analyst team was a state runner-up national qualifier. And that include Raisa Bay, Chris Hernandez, Alexander Montiel Hernandez, Jesse Wiry. And yes,
Come on up if you are doing me.
don't know if they
They're
were
at
able-
nationals.
Might be, yes. Graphic design promotion, state championship, also at nationals. Biko Samuel. And then Ajani Anderson was the 5th place advanced accounting national qualifier. So we have. And before any students who are writers or journalists come up and join us, can we just have Mr. Hayes come up and join us?
Sure.
Mr. Hayes, what year is this for you?
20.
20. What did you do before you came to?
I was a sports writer for Central Indiana Sports.
That's awesome. And brought all of that expertise to our program, and our kids just excel in such a way. But not only our children, Mr. Hayes, Youth Journalism International, is the Journalism Educator of the Year. Let's congratulate him. Oh, what a beautiful award. Whoa. Awesome. What do you have to do to earn this?
I had some students recommend me, write recommendation letters, and then I had to write a essay about my philosophy of teaching and send it into this organization.
And they found you were deserving.
Yes, sir.
Absolutely, absolutely. We're gonna have you stay because guess what? Teacher of the Year, person of this caliber, also, look at this sack. For his students who also excel at very high levels.
Yeah, there's a couple of them here. Mallory, come on up. Excellent. The Kaylee Lee. Come on up. The rest of them are either doing their senior pictures or
Or doing something.
going live.
That, well, tell us about your award and what you earned this year.
So I am not entirely understanding of what mine is.
I am.
From what I know, it's an award based off of a story that I wrote over where I went over my fall break. It was the school's trip to London, and it was super fun. So I enjoyed writing it, enjoyed taking pictures. That's what I know of it.
Awesome.
She was one of 3 that got that award because 3 of them wrote stories about where they went over fall break. And we published it in the yearbook, and they got 2nd place from Youth Journalism for travel writing.
That is awesome. Thank you, Greg.
Oh, I'm Mallory Boris. I'm a junior.
All right, that is awesome. And tell us about your award.
I think mine is a picture that I took of the senior in baseball. I don't know.
Hers was last year, taken a year ago,
Mhm.
and the way they do the awards, like, they don't announce their winners till in the spring of next year. So she won 2nd place for a sports picture she took, one of our baseball players.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice. Congratulations. And your name and grade.
I'm Kaylee Hernandez and I'm a junior.
Well, congratulations. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Give all-
I'll make sure they get. Congratulations. Thank you much. Yes, go back.
The next one by Mr. Dowse and any giant speakers who are in attendance.
Come on up. Before we go any further, the two students that were just here, can you stand for me? Two students were just standing. Oh, you're back. Did you bring anyone with you tonight? Okay, wanted to make sure we recognize.
I brought my parents.
Where?
They're in the back.
Let's talk about the competition.
So, this is first time since, I think, 2012, that the speech team was runner-ups at, the state speech competition in 2012 we won. Ben Davis, we used to have a huge team, and our team was a little bit smaller. And, these are the kids that were on the state winning team. Now, to give you an idea of just how good Ben Davis's team is, and I'm not just saying that because I coach. We literally only had 9 entries. This is kind of like track.
Okay.
You know, the total number of entries and then, you
Get
know,
points.
you get points, right? The team that won the state championship in our division had 36. We had 9. And for the first time in the history as a coach, at Ben Davis, all 9 of our entries broke into the break rounds, quarters and whatnot. We had 5 that were in finals, 2 that were state runner-ups. And even in my heyday, when I was coaching here in 2017 and 16, I think it's 16, when we had 3 state champions, or no, 4, one of the 2. We're so third. I mean, and we had a lot more kids. And so these kids, the thing that I keep explaining to them is that it's not always about quantity, it's quality. And they showed up and showed out.
So you're gonna say your name, what grade you're in, and then what was your piece?
So like what my piece was called or the event?
Both.
Okay, Mallory Forrest, I'm a junior. My piece was called, blanking on it, cause this was a couple months ago.
Oh,
Uh,
you remember the competition?
Boy,
it was Poi. It was about reading. The kids can't read, that was what my piece was called, thank you.
And how long was it?
About 9 minutes, 9.5
And
minutes.
you memorized it?
I have a script, but
Right.
at that point it was memorized.
Yeah, that's what's amazing to me. That is incredible. Awesome.
Hello, my name is Obiemi Orotayo. I am a senior and I did 2 events, poetry and poi. I got state runner up in poetry and I got 4th place in state in poi. I wish I could tell you what my pieces were called. I know what they were about. My poi was about Mr. Rich. But it's a it was great though. It was great.
And so what are we doing next? You're a senior.
I'm going to be attending IU Bloomington and study clinical psychology with a double major in public health.
Awesome.
My name is Millie Smith. I'm going to be I am a graduating senior this year, and I had 2 events. My first event was in poetry, and my event was about Black music. And in that one, I got third place. I was a finalist in poetry, and I got 3rd place in the state. And my second event was in poi, and my piece was about hustle culture. And
how long was that piece?
Both pieces ran for about maybe 8 minutes and 30 seconds to 9 minutes.
Is there a cap? It's like it can't be longer than 10?
Yeah.
Oh, got it. Wow.
My name is Obiemi Abiodun. I am a senior in high school, and I had 2 pieces. One of them is prose, and the other is deck. I got the deck, that deck, I got it like 2 weeks before, and it's memorized, so.
Oh, wow.
I have no card at that, but I got that deck was about, Shirley Ralph's speech, Shirley Ralph, it was her speech. I think, at the year, I think it was 20 something. The prose is about, it's called Solely, it's about, a Nigerian mother with her albino son. And it's very sad, very deep. I got, second in deck and fourth in prose.
Nice. Good job. So our two seniors, what's next for you?
I'm going to Ball State and I am going to be studying majoring in nursing and minoring in either neuroscience and or public health.
I want to be attending IU Bloomington and I'm going to be majoring in pre-nursing and my minor is going to be kinesiology.
All right.
Hello, everybody. My name is Adi Koinsela Badamosi, and I am a freshman. So my event was poetry, and it was about 7.5 minutes long, and the piece was about superheroes and how the people in our lives do not have to be extraordinary to be heroes.
Oh, very nice.
That was my piece, and I broke for quarterfinal here.
Awesome. Congratulations. All right, bring us home.
Hi, my name is Corday Granberry. Now, unlike them, I did not do something that had a script. I did improv speaking. My event was US Extemp, where I did the policies and the politics of inside of the US. I broke for the quarterfinals, and I am a junior in high school.
Oh, wow.
Before we take a picture, it's not just me.
Yes.
We have a team of coaches that are alumni and that coach for us. So Richard Bowman is our assistant coach and he's an alumni. And then Gary Peters, which is my counterpart because he coaches debate and I coach the speech side. And then we have Coach Crouch, who teaches English at BD, and then volunteer coaches from the community.
Wow. Before we take the picture, who came with you tonight?
My mom and my brother.
Mom and brother, there they are. Anyone else? We have anybody now?
Mom and I don't know my brother.
Oh, there he is. Awesome. Scoot in. Let's make them again.
Okay, so that's Coach Trevor Smith and any esports competitors can join us at Brett.
You gotta make it. The truth is here. You don't need that.
All right, tell us about this thing called, how do we get here?
We compete in about 12 different titles, video games in a competitive setting against high schools all across the state of Indiana, just like many other sports teams. We're a sports team. Our Marvel Rivals team, which is a fairly new game, first year that we competed. We started in August, and I know Gene can attest. We didn't seem to mesh at first very well. We weren't playing very well, but with some strategy and coaching and hard work practice, we got better and better throughout the year. And then at the state finals in April, we actually defeated Franklin Central. Yeah. That was Smash. Who did Marvel play? Oh, Indiana Digital Learning Academy.
Okay.
And won the state title from the Indiana Esports Network. IEN is called Indiana Esports Network is a nonprofit that I help organize and work on the board of directors on to run these competitions for close to half of the high schools in the state now compete with us. We're also in many middle schools too. Even both of our middle schools have teams. Then we also had Super Smash Brothers that won as well. So we have two different teams up here represented that won state titles this year, which is pretty tremendous.
So how many young people participate?
Weekly, daily, between 50 and 60 students. 80% of which would say they haven't really found a home in extracurricular activity before. Kind of nice to give them a space to look forward to going to school. I don't know if Jacob would tell you his quote I love to share around in last July in our team communication where all the players can talk to each other. It's a chat room almost. And he said, I really can't wait for school to start. Which
Love that.
for a senior, junior, sophomore in high school to be talking in July about getting excited to start is
Great.
it was pretty cool.
That's awesome. Tell us about these trophies.
So these are again from the Indiana Esports Network, the state championship. We were in the AAA division, which is the largest, we have, just like with football, has 6A and 5A, there's single A, double A, and AAA schools. So we compete against schools like Carmel, Franklin Central, Mooresville, Plainfield, Avon would be in there. Yeah, two different trophies, two different titles, two different teams.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
All right. I know you won. Yeah.
Yeah.
And you're a junior, but tell us about what game you play.
So, as you can tell from home that play Super Smash Bros. With the Nintendo Switch. Started about 2-3 years ago in my friend's room. I've always grown up playing video games, never been a sports kid. Till about middle school, where I did wrestling, did some track. But once I got to Ben Davis, they were not the best. But I always knew that we can be there. So when I got there, I knew that I wanted to be the best because that's my competitive nature. It's either be the best or don't. And all I want to do is be good. So when I got there, we practiced as much as I could, played, helped the other people who weren't as good as me, and we made it to state now.
And they're still not as good as 4A. But they're trying.
All right. Introduce yourself.
Oh, my name is Dwan Moncrief, and I won state for Marvel Rivals. And Marvel Rivals came out like around the beginning of 2025, and I've been playing for just 1 year, and I'm surprised like we made state. And yeah, I took a lot of practice, and I like helped a lot of people. And yeah, I really have a passion for video games, and I hope to continue it next year.
What grade are you in?
Oh yeah, I'm a junior.
You're a junior.
Yeah.
Did anyone come with you?
Also, with Super Smash Brothers, it's kind of a one-on-one fighting game with different characters you choose. Marvel Rivals is kind of a different game where there's 6 players on each team communicating and working together towards common goals. And so in Marvel Rivals, there's a lot bigger key of communication and strategy, really fast decision making and problem solving done by all of the players at the same time, while all these graphics and things are going on the screen at the same time. So they're working on some really great skills at the same time as competing.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Great. All right.
I'm G. Kevin Doris, and I'm a junior at Davis. I joined esports because he recommended it to me. He was my duo and everything. But I think esports is often frowned upon. Like even when I tell my friends I'm in the esports program, they're like, they laugh. But I think it's actually something that allows people to show their talents that are not being able to being able to be shown on a day-to-day basis. And it like lets us have fun and express who we are and like still build a community. Like I know a lot of extracurriculars are not very inclusive, so I think esports is just very good at that.
Did someone come with you tonight?
No,
No,
no.
glad you made it. Glad you made it. All right. The guy who likes school to start.
I have a name. It's
Sorry, yeah, I always call him by his gamer tag is Preacher. I would always say Preacher, and one day he said, "Do you even know my name?"
a question I have to ask way too many
Yeah.
people, but yeah, I'm a senior at Ben David. I'm the captain of the esports team. I have always played games since I was like really young. I've always been like pretty competitive with them. I joined the team last year. Admittedly, we didn't do very well, but this year with new players, a new team, different game, I enjoyed it way better than I did last year, and our team was so much better. I'm so proud of us for winning. I love every single person on the team, and I had no doubts we could make it. We're that good.
Awesome. So what are you planning on after graduation?
It's embarrassing to admit, but I currently don't have any plans right now. I would prefer to figure things out as I go.
Thank you.
Hello, my name is Todd Oliver. I'm a sophomore at Ben Davis. I first joined the esports program last year when I was a freshman still. And to be honest, I'm not very good at any of the games that we were playing. So I am very happy to see that how much we have improved, and especially I have improved with a better group and all of these very welcoming and friendly people. I've been around a lot of different extracurriculars and never once did I feel as accepted as I do here. I've always loved video games. I've always loved playing this game. And while I get to play the biggest role, I'm very happy to see how far everybody came and how well everybody played.
Yeah. Awesome. Did anyone come with you tonight?
Yes, my mom and my little brother.
My name is Joseph Ortechum, and I am a sophomore. It's my first time joining the esports team, and the game I played is Super Smash Bros. And I love it a lot. Yeah.
Hi. Did anyone come with you tonight?
Yeah, and my brothers and my mom.
Yeah. It's good. Where you go? Oh, yeah.
Just a little bit this way. Okay. All right, right here.
Yes, Coach Mills.
Coach Mills, you gotta get in the picture.
Yeah.
I was trying to hide.
And Dr. Suggs, Mr. President of the board, Mr. Goins and our National Academy of Television Arts and Science, two recipients were not able to join us this evening. So last but not least, could Sergeant Major Martin and Master Sergeant
All right. I'll make sure you get this. But tell us about the season. Tell us about all the hardware.
Okay, so we have two different teams. We have three. Representing here today is two. We got the rifle team and we got the drill team. Okay, so we'll talk about the rifle team first. If you're on the rifle team, raise your hand. Okay. So we have quite a few. But the end of the season pretty much culminates in Midwest championships. So it's schools from four. For the beat up the boy. Peter wrote it, but he had some people, did really well. It's three positions, so it's prone, kneeling, and standing. And then they take the total of all those up to 300 points. Birch, where you have Birch, stand up. He finished third overall out of the whole thing. Right? First year. The one position, we had two of the top three. Right? So we had Martinez. He's second. He knew about championships. He's up in the pro position, and he's also the captain of the team.
Yeah.
First in the pro position was Million. Maybe about a year and a half competitively. I mean, she's been shooting with the team though, but and you know, the competition this year was really tough, and the kids had to do what they needed to do, and they did.
Wow.
So
So the rifle team, if you can come up, bring the hardware.
they just have to. Yeah.
Medallions, come on up.
You don't have to know your.
All right, you know the drill. You're gonna switch your name, your grade.
Okay, I'm Zaria Cotton. I'm a sophomore. This is my first year competing on the team. Started practicing my freshman year. I joined ROTC second semester of freshman year. This is my first full year. I think it's very fun competing on the team, and I get to know people more. Very fun. It's like a bonding experience.
This is the green one with you. There someone?
My name is Taina Cardona. I'm a sophomore. I joined my second semester with Zaria. I was practicing my freshman year and I started competing this year, so it's my first year. I really, I wanted to join the rifle team, like that's what made me invested, and I really love it a lot. It's like it's really nice to put my mind and my time into it. It makes me more dedicated. But yeah.
You want to come to tonight?
Yeah, my mom.
Hi, I'm Chidera Clay, and I'm a sophomore. This is my first year being on the rifle team. And I also joined ROTC second semester last year. And I just feel like it's a really great like family, like although there's signs everybody like victors or whatever, like it's really like a family, like I be proud of them outside of school and at school. And yeah.
Awesome. So,
My friends won't.
the third birthday,
My name is Daniel Martinez. I'm a graduating senior. This is my third year in the rifle team. I joined it during my sophomore year, same time I joined ROTC in general. I became the captain this year.
What's happening after graduation?
After graduation, I ship out for boot camp.
Anyone come?
Keep on going.
Okay, all right.
Well, hello, I'm Giselle Million, and my year and at the sergeant major said, and I'm really glad I joined the team. I was encouraged to join it by a very special person here. Would tell me, brag about it, like, yeah, I scored this, I scored that. It was, and looky, I just wanted to be competitive, so I joined and gladly won first place. Oh. Oh, I'm a senior.
And what's happening after?
So, I'm going to college, Ivy Tech. I know I could have gone better, but it was the first thing that crossed my mind, so I went Ivy Tech.
Who wants you tonight?
Okay.
Trey Burge. I'm a sophomore, and similar to what Zaria, Aina, and Jadera said, this is like, I joined during my second semester, first full year. It's an overall great experience. I would recommend, yeah. And all I can say is that I hope we continue to keep doing good and keep winning.
Did you get everyone? All right.
Okay, so we also, like I said, we had the rifle team and the drill team. The drill team is actually what we're probably more known for. We've won national championships, several times Midwest championships, all that kind of stuff. So at the Midwest Championship, there's two different divisions, armed and unarmed. Armed means you march with rifles and all that kind of stuff. Unarmed, they go without. And these two trophies right here, go ahead and hold them up. Those are first places in armed and unarmed division. The big trophy is the overall. So they add up both scores from both divisions and then come up with an overall score. And we were the overall champions again. Also gave an award for the top commander, in other words, top cadet out of the whole thing. And we actually got that, and that was Ratcliffe. Sounds like it. For those that don't know, and I know that the parents do, because they're the ones that drop them off in the mornings. The kids are, they're at the school 5:45, 6 o'clock, Monday through Friday. And during breaks, they give up one of their weeks, and they're at the school doing some type of practice. So they put the time in. Just to give you an idea, like an exhibition, that's the spinning of the rifles and all that kind of stuff. For a cadet to learn that routine and will be what I would say competition ready, about 180 hours. So it just doesn't happen in the first year. Although we do have a couple that were able to do it this year that competed in exhibition, armed exhibition, that are new. So we got a lot of promise. We got a young team. We have a few that are going away, but for the most part, everybody's coming back. So next year we're expecting great things.
Our team, come on out. Yeah.
Oh, this is everybody.
On the front.
Yeah.
Maybe you kneel on the front.
Fine. I'm sure.
Still together. Still together.
There you go.
You trained up.
All right, don't move. So if we have not met you, your name and grade, and if someone came with you, okay? Start.
My name is Eric Louis Ratcliffe. Well, Eric Ratcliffe. I'm the captain of the drill team. I'm a graduating senior. I'm enlisted to the Marine Corps, shipping out June 16th.
Wow.
This team was an overall good experience. Nice people, made a big family out of it. So enjoyed this year.
Congratulations.
Thank you. from my mom then. My name is Adrian Leonard. I'm a sophomore at Ben Davis and I joined second semester freshman year. And I competed in unarmed deck, unarmed exhibition and armed exhibition for first semester. And honestly, this team taught me that if you put in the hard work, like you can actually see the results that you want. And I took that with me through my academics and through this program. Like I used to like not really have like the best grades, I guess, or I would have like a lot of missing assignments because I was kind of lazy, you know. But like this team, like joining it really teaches you discipline and it just teaches you life lessons that I think are really valuable for like to carry you throughout your life.
My name is Jackson Simpson. I am a freshman and this is my first year on the team. I've always known because my brother was in it and he's kind of like the person who gave me that step up in this program. That's why everybody knew me when I first joined. I was one of the 2 freshmen to get an award, like a medal, on their first promotion ceremony, and I was also in the color guard. I have competed in every division on the drill team. And I want to say, like, thank you to this team for showing me what it means to have a family and to belong in a program. Like, I'm so grateful for everybody on this team. Like, yes, we get mad at each other sometimes, but I think, you know, like, we're happy to be surrounded by the people that I'm surrounded with.
My name is Mariana Duran. I'm also a freshman and I'm the other freshman that won an award. I'm very happy to be on this team. It taught me a lot of great things and it takes a lot of dedication to be great in this team. It's a very big commitment, especially the drill team, because there's so many practices and you really need to be there every single day to get ahead and to learn something new. So thank you to everybody on the team. Thank you to my instructors for giving me all the knowledge that I need, and thank you to my drill team commander for also giving me the knowledge that I need. Thank you.
Ooh, my name is Isaiah Ives. I joined my first semester.
Go right ahead, Isaiah.
And a lot of waking up early and driving at 4 or 5 o'clock, get to practice or get to competitions or those 14-hour rides to Florida. Those are my. Thank you.
Where are they?
Right there.
Thank you. Yeah, just jump back here.
Hello, everyone. My name is Christian Cruz, and this will be my second year in the drill team. I joined for my first full year as freshman year, and overall, drill team, I really love it. I love all teams. I used to be in rifle one, but not anything bad or anything, but overall, all teams are really good. I really support all of them, and yeah, RTC teaches you a really good thing. It teaches you discipline, creativity, and just stepping up to be a leader. And that's what I love about RTC. Sadly, no.
Oh, no, we're here with you. There you go. We met you, right? We met you.
My name is Wally Aguilar. I'm a freshman. I joined my second semester of ROTC. I competed in the unarmed exhibition, and I really enjoyed my first semester. My second semester with the drill team. I met a lot of people, and they were very accepting to me when I first came. I didn't really know anybody, but a couple of people. And so, yeah, and it just made me get closer to everybody, especially the Florida trip. We had fun. We didn't win, but we had fun. We had fun, and we tried our best. So, thank you to the drill team. Thank you to everybody here.
Awesome. They won't come with this. Okay.
My name is Mia Rodriguez Estera. I'm a sophomore. This will be my second year on the drill team, second full year at ROTC. I've competed in the unarmed division. I've competed in armed regulation and armed inspection.
And ROTC has been very fun. It's been good to me. I've enjoyed it. Mornings are sometimes hard waking up, but it's still worth it at the end of the day. So I would recommend it. Hello everyone, I'm Grace Saka, and this is my first full year in ROTC. My first year in the drill team, and I competed in the unarmed exhibition. The first comp I competed in, not that good. My friend recommended joining ROTC. My freshman year, second semester, and I joined and I really liked it. Really made me fit, as you can see. One person I want to thank my mom for waking up 4 a.m. taking to practice and here, yes, right there. Here. Couple people in the front here.
Oh, my name is Faith Wakefield. I'm a freshman and I competed.
Anyone come with you tonight?
My dad.
My name is Magali Ramos Linares. I'm a freshman. I competed at nationals, unarmed division, and I think what this program teaches me is like discipline mostly. Because like now, like even if there's no practice, I still wake up at the same time every day. My body has just gotten used to it, and that time, I just have work.
Yeah.
I'm off game.
My name is D'Anthony R. Adams. This is my first full year in the JRTC and for drill team. Now, I've always liked the military even since I was 11. I wanted to join. I wanted to be a part of it. So when I moved here to Indiana after 8 years of not being here, I came to this school and I thought, you know what, this would be a great experience for me. I did exhibition. I competed in 2 comps. First one, I dropped once. I got a little messed up about it. The second comp, I didn't drop at all, and I felt great about it. This entire thing was just exciting for me. I met new people, and it's really personal growth for me to become who I need to become.
Nice.
With my lovable brother right there.
Yeah.
Hi guys, my name is Rose Letson and I've been in the drill team for only 2 months, but I think they thought I was good enough to compete for national. And I wanted to say that I'm grateful for meeting new people. And like Simpson said, feel like a family to me, even if we are arguing a lot, but it's like a family. There is no like there's nothing like that. I feel like we are a family here. Like I'm trying to speak.
A t-shirt on, tell me about it.
So I'm from Sasa. I'm in the blue team and first team. So it was my first year in ROTC. I never think I want to join this team because when I joined, I didn't know it for a team. I thought it was for something, and I come to practice and I like it and enjoy it a lot. I just say it's a big family. Just say.
Awesome. Well, thank you guys. Let's take care of those trophies. We expect another one next year. We have an amazing agenda tonight, for the rest of our board meeting. But if you would like to leave, have dinner, celebrate, this is a great time to do that. Thanks for coming tonight.
Yeah.
Hi, Dr. Wood.
Smiling so much. Feel good. I need you.
No, I don't like. Giants. Giants, my username is John, Susie.
Okay. We're talking now.
Did you start with 4?
Okay.
Pulled me to, you were mad at me because I didn't speak very well.
Okay.
And when I read, and I was just, see the national presidential organization, I had to get up there and split the whole. I'm actually a teacher.
Oh.
Hey, so I'm.
Not bored?
Yeah.
That's
That's the reason why I was here. So that's. His granddaughter.
Yeah. Oh,
So
that's all.
I just wanted to say, you're my, senior English teacher.
Proud of you.
So.
That's awesome. Thank you.
So-
Congratulations.
Well, thank you, but. Fuck you guys.
We will move on to public comment. Public comments in the school board meetings are reserved for individuals who maintain legal settlement within the MSD Wayne Township boundaries, or a legal guardian of an enrolled student, or actively employed by the MSD of Wayne Township, or own a business within the MSD Wayne Township boundaries, and are reserved to a 2-minute allotment to allow for an efficient meeting. Persons wishing to address the board on a scheduled public agenda item shall sign in at the start of a meeting and present a driver's license or similar ID showing they reside within MSD Wayne Township, or be verified as a guardian in the district student management system, or present their valid employee identification badge. Business owners who wish to provide public comment must contact the superintendent in advance of the school board meeting to provide verification of ownership and location. Requests for public comments will be scheduled by the order in which they are received on the sign-in sheet. At his or her discretion, the board president may permit public comment on issues not listed as public agenda items. Public comments will be accepted for up to a maximum of 60 minutes. Excuse me, and all other comments after the allotted time may be submitted in writing to the superintendent's review. We do have someone sign up for public comment this evening. Is Tom Copeland with us?
Good evening. I saw the newsletter this week concerning the feeding program, and you've been able to expand it to 20 different sites. That's impressive. I'm curious how it is funded.
We just so have our director of our child nutrition department and can share that information with you. Go right ahead.
I'm Brittany Joyner, I'm the child nutrition director. It is federally funded through the USDA. So we apply through the state and we get approved based on, they follow the certain criteria. And, we were able to expand to 31 sites this year. 28 are in the community and 3 are closed like camp. So it's federally funded.
So we had to apply, and I think that's what I signed off last week for the approval. We appreciate the question.
Thank you, Mr. Copeland. Moving on to new business and human resources, Mr. Fessler.
Thank you, Mr. President, members of the board. You received in your board docs, human resource reports A1.
Mr. Fessler, I'm so sorry. I skipped some agenda
Oh,
items.
yeah.
My apologies. Board, you've been provided with minutes from our meetings in the month of May. Do we have a motion to approve the minutes as presented?
Make a motion to approve the minute.
Second. Have a motion and a second. Any comment or discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye. Aye. The minutes are approved. Thank you, board. Moving on to the financial report, Dr. Samuel.
Thank you very much, Mr. President. Members of the board, included in your documents for tonight's meeting, you will find the claims docket totaling $18,528,056.55 for your review. A few items to note for this month. You can see another decrease in our expenditures, and while we are working very hard in this area, it is important that we know where that comes from, and this one is really a result of the calendar. Our May meeting was on May 11th, and here we are for our June meeting on the 1st of the month. And so part of that is there were less days, and so we only captured one payroll in this claim stock. So I just want to make sure that was kind of right there in front of everybody. I certainly welcome any questions that you have and respectfully ask for approval of the financial report as presented.
Make a motion that we accept the financial report as presented. Second.
Have a motion and a second. Any comment or discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Thank you, Dr. Samuel. The financial report is approved. Moving on to old business, the 2026 roof work at the Chapel Hill 7th and 8th grade center. Dr. Samuel.
Thank you once again, Mr. President. Members of the board, also included in your documents for this evening, you will find the recommendation letter for our 2026 roof work at Chapel Hill 7th and 8th grade center. As noted in previous bid approvals, this project is also paid for out of our debt service fund. A reminder that those funds can only be used for capital improvements to our facilities. We've also discussed the challenges that we were facing with the number of buildings opened or renovated in the 2004 to 2007 timeframe here in the MSD of Wayne Township and the accompanying 20-year maintenance challenges for new roofs, boilers, chillers, etc. I'm happy to report that this roofing project captures the last of the roofing work for that group, BDU, Lyndhurst, the 9th grade center, Chapel Hill. We'll continue to work our plan for chiller replacements over the next few years, but are excited to be almost or pretty much caught up on our roofing projects. The work encompassed in this bid will replace the entire roof at Chapel Hill 7th and 8th grade center. And just like our recent roofing projects, we were able to reduce costs by about 50% by utilizing the overlay method rather than a remove and replace. This shift really is what allowed us to be able to grab all of those facilities roofing needs in just in time to make sure that they were still protecting those facilities investments. I'll be asking for your approval of a base bid and 3 alternates on this project. I would note that alternates don't include any extra work. They just reflect the way we structured the bid documents to protect us in the event that maybe that base bid came back higher than we thought and we couldn't afford to grab the whole roof at one specific time. With that, I'm happy to answer any questions that you have and respectfully ask for approval of the base bid and alternates 1, 2, and 3 for a total amount of $1,992,592 from Hinshaw.
I recommend approval of the bid and contractor for the 2026 roof work at Chapel Hill 7th and 8th grade center.
Second. Have a motion and a second. Any comment or discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Thank you, Dr. Samuel. The 2026 roof work at Chapel Hill 7th and 8th grade center and recommended contractor are approved. Mr. Fessler, I'm very sorry for that hiccup. We're back to new business and human resources.
Thank you, Mr. President. Members of the board, you received in your board docs, human resources reports A1, A2, and the addendums A1 and A2 for your review. I'd like to answer any questions you may have and respectfully ask for approval of Human Resources Reports A1, A2, and the addendums A1 and A2.
Recommend approval of the personnel reports as presented for Schedule A1, Schedule A2, addendums A1, and addendum A2.
We have a motion and a second regarding the personnel reports. Any comment or discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? And thank you, Mr. Fessler. Human Resources reports are approved. Moving on to donations, Dr. Pierce and Dr. Walters.
Mr. President and members of the board, Drs. Pierce, Walters, and I request your approval on the following donations. First, we have a generous donation of 30 baskets from Welcoming Baskets. The baskets consist of basic household items at the cost of approximately $3,000. These items were distributed to our families, to our immigrant and refugee families throughout the district.
Also request consideration of a donation to Southfield Elementary from the Indigo Project for 1,300 books, valued at $1,300 to provide students with summer reading. Also at Southfield from donor Indiana Fever, 70 fever tickets valued at $7,000 for staff and teacher appreciation. To Chapelwood Elementary, donation from Gleaner's Food Bank for the food pantry, $800 to benefit families. Chapelwood, a donation from Chi Chi Omega, valued at $2,400 for weekend meals for 50 students. Also to Chapelwood Elementary, Church of the Master, donating food items valued at $150 for staff and teacher appreciation. Chapelwood Elementary from Church of the Master, $767 to be added to the Family Assistance Fund and used for positive behavior assistance incentives. Also to Chapelwood Elementary from Chapel Hill Lions Club, eyeglasses and office visits valued at $375 provided to 3 designated students. At Westlake, the donor is H Restaurant for a staff luncheon valued at $3,000 for staff and teacher appreciation. And to Rhodes Elementary from I Support the Girls, hygiene items and clothing valued at $400 for 5th and 6th grade girls.
Area 31 from Newport Steel, monetary donation of $500 to be used in the welding program for supplies, field trips, and student-involved events.
And also a donation to our Child Nutrition Department of $1,000 from Mount Olive United Methodist Church to purchase shelf-stable food items that will be distributed on Fridays during our 6-week summer feeding program. We are grateful to partner with Mount Olive Church for the 3rd year in a row. I believe we have a few representatives from the church that I would like to publicly thank for their engagement and support of our child nutrition program and as a byproduct, our community.
Doctors Harris, Pierce, Samuel, and myself respectfully request for approval of our donation.
I recommend approval of the donations as presented.
We have a motion and a second. I will open a comment discussion. Thank you so much to our friends from Mount Olive. It's really great to have you here with us this evening. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for your generous donation too.
Any additional comment or discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Thank you, Dr. Harris, Dr. Samuel, Dr. Pierce, and Dr. Walker. Donations are approved.
Thank you.
Moving on to field trips, Dr. Walters and Dr. Pierce.
Yes, just 4 secondary field trips to bring for your consideration. 3 at Ben Davis High School, 1 for the boys and girls cross country team to travel to Turkey Run State Park in Marshall, Indiana, overnight, July 19th to the 22nd. They'll use that time for training and preparation for upcoming competition. For JROTC to Camp Atterbury for the Cadet Leadership Challenge, June 15th through the 20th, 2026. Boys basketball team to Lexington, Kentucky for an NCAA certified basketball tournament on June 13th and 14th. And 1 from Chapel Hill 7th and 8th grade center for students and staff to travel to Spain and Portugal in the summer of 2028, the spring of 2028, March 27th through April
6th, 2020. Respectfully request approval of our field trips.
Recommend approval of the field trips as presented.
Second,
We have a motion and a second. Any comment or discussion?
can I go to Spain and Portugal? None.
Any additional comment or discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Thank you, Dr. Walters. Field trips are approved.
Thank you.
Moving on to school board policies, first readings, Mr. Fessler.
Thank you, Mr. President. Members of the board, the first policy ready for first reading tonight is A 200, responsible use of technology and internet policy. This policy is updated based on House Enrolled Act 1004 to allow a parent to increase the strength of a filter or block access to websites on school-issued devices. There's a timeline of January 1st, 2027 to implement these additional technology measures. Happy to answer any questions that you have concerning school board policy A 200.
Question maybe for Dr. Harvey, will that be a substantial workload for our staff here in the district?
No, our current filter system allows us to provide parents with that ability, so we may have to crank it up and give them the permission to set their levels. When they set their levels at home, it doesn't affect our internal levels we've set in the school, so we'd have to work with our filtering vendor to make sure that all parents have that level of access. Some work, but it's not overbearing.
Outstanding. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. President. Members of the board, the next policy for first reading is A 225, wireless communications device policy, better known as the cell phone. This policy is updated to include revisions from Senate Enrolled Act 78 that prohibit students from using wireless communication devices during the school day, with very limited exceptions. School day is defined as the entirety of the time the student is present on school property for a student instructional day. Those exceptions include documented medical condition, as permitted in the student's IEP, and is necessary for language translation to ensure access for multilingual learners. However, we will prioritize school managed devices where Indiana code requires such a policy is posted on our district's website. So the really efficient approach is this standalone policy. In preparation, Dr. Suggs has been meeting with student groups at our secondary schools concerning this policy, and she wanted to share a little of what she's heard from students.
Yes, very interesting in talking to our young people about the cell phone policy. As you know, a year ago, there was the first iteration of this law where students, we had a little more latitude to define, when students could use phones, certainly not during class time. And so what we decided as a district a year ago is that our elementary students would not have access to their phones at all during the day. That our junior high students would not have access to their phones during the day. They could pull those out right at the end of the day, check for messages from parents or if there were changes in their athletic schedule or so on. And in the high school, that they would have, could not have it during classes, but could have access during passing periods and lunch. And really that was based on the student's age and their level of responsibility with the device. Now the law says that bell to bell, no students in our schools can have access to their phones. And so thanks to Dr. Walters setting up a schedule, I was able to meet with the groups at both junior high, 9th grade center, and both of our high schools. It was really, really interesting. Of course, our high school students are really concerned because they're so accustomed to using the phone during the day. They're not sure how they're going to survive. And so we talk through that. What's really interesting in talking with our junior high students, they said the high school students are just being babies. They can get through the day without their phones. They were very cute, but they had some great ideas about, how that was beneficial. And they shared that they're able to better communicate with their classmates. They're more engaged in the classroom and what's happening there. Students will have access to their school issued devices. So they will have those. I think we have headphones for students. Is that true, Dr. Harvey?
Depends on the grade level.
Depends on the grade level.
Yeah.
So we do have those available as well. And so we have been waiting on guidance from the Indiana Department of Education. We haven't gotten that yet, but we can't delay the policy. It's pretty straightforward. In terms of guidance, we are adapting the guidance right now and will be presented to you when we bring the student handbooks for your approval. So those will come right after we get the board policy in place. I will be sure to communicate with our parents. We've sent the law out several different ways so that they're aware. Students certainly are aware. And once we get board policy in place, we'll make sure parents are aware and as well as the guidance. Thank you.
Students will have access to their email, so if a parent really has to tell them something, they can get on their school issued device and get their email.
Is that true? Yeah, want to make sure. That is true. Okay. And let me just say, students are like email.
You always
Like
text, yeah.
they're not accustomed to like we are as adults. They do not check their email. So that's a new skill that they're gonna throughout this process.
Any questions regarding board policy 8.5? Thank you, Mr. President. Members of the board, the next policy for first reading tonight is C-700, Student Attendance, Academic Engagement, Truancy Prevention Policy. This policy updates the excused absences related to active duty service and participation in the Civil Air Patrol. There are also some redundancies that have been removed and also removed under the truancy prevention policies, the exception for the 2025-2026 school year. Happy to answer any questions you may have regarding board policy C-700. And lastly, tonight is an old favorite. This is school board policy F-225, the purchasing procedures and capital assets. We were so close last time. You may remember that policy came to first reading, and after first reading, we received new guidance from our attorneys that we needed to add prohibited contract provisions. And so we need to take it back and come back for our first reading with those provisions. And that addition comes from Senate Enrolled Act 200 and prohibits automatic renewal for contracts, goods, and services. Our business office has been removing automatic contract renewals as contracts have been renewed recently anyway. As a reminder, there's a $150,000 threshold for obtaining bids for goods and supplies. Purchase order under the public purchasing section says purchase over $10,000 be approved by the school board. We talked about this, that when Dr. Samuel brings the docket, that satisfies that requirement. But I'm happy to answer any additional questions you may have concerning school policy F.
Thank you for the information, Mr. Fessel. Look forward to the second reading. Moving on to the 2026-2027 child nutrition bid renewals, Dr. Samuel.
Night for child nutrition. Thank you, Mr. President. Members of the board, including your documents for this evening, you'll find a letter from our child nutrition director, Brittany Joyner. Our child nutrition department does an amazing job of running our own child nutrition department, but they also run CLIC, K-12's leading co-op, that generates great pricing for school districts across the state of Indiana, but obviously MSD and Wayne Township as well because of the tremendous buying power that they have. Tonight, we are just asking for your annual stamp of approval on this process. Happy to answer any questions that you have and humbly ask for approval of the child nutrition bid renewal.
Recommend approval of the 2026-2027 child nutrition bid renewal. Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any comment or discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Thank you, Dr. Samuel. The 2026-2027 child nutrition bid renewal is approved. Thank you, Ms. Joyner. Moving on to board information and comment. 2026 graduation timeline, Dr. Walter.
Yes, before you is the timeline that will look somewhat familiar. Last year was our first year that we came back to Ben Davis High School football. I believe Dr. Sugg, definitely wanted to suggest that we take a look at the rain delay plan for this year. As we are monitoring that, minute by minute. It's looking good. Well, it was looking good as of 11 today. Okay. But very similar to last year, our cadence on Saturday. If you would like to arrive anytime around 8, we'll have breakfast for the first hour. At 9 o'clock, Wayne Township Adult Ed graduation will occur. We will then provide lunch. It will then go to BDU graduation at 11:30. Then we will provide lunch, and then we will have the Achieve virtual graduation. And weather permitting, that evening at 6, we will celebrate Ben Davis High School graduates on the field.
Thank you, Dr. Walters. Dr. Sugg.
So on Saturday or Sunday, I sent out a text. I think I did text this morning. That the weather looked really dicey and it was like 80% chance of rain on Saturday. As of 5 minutes ago, it's down to 55%. We'll have a mix of sun and clouds, and the rain is supposed to come early afternoon. So I feel very good, at least right now, that we're going to be able to go forward with the ceremony at 6 p.m. on Saturday, because it just keeps improving. So we'll make sure that if we have to make any changes, that we will alert families, alert you right away to, our plan B, C, D, or E, if we have to. But I feel pretty confident that we'll be able to find a 2-hour window to have the ceremony. So we're excited about that. Dr. Samuel and Dr. Harvey have made their rounds. They're going to do that again. I believe the stage is being set up, if not already. It's set. And our sound system is in good shape. And so we're ready for that. Super excited. This is year 2 that we are back at home. I do want to mention that on another topic, as you witnessed tonight, our students continue to perform and achieve at very high levels. So I want to just say aloud that I really appreciate the board for providing the time and the focus to recognize our students and the adults that support them. I really appreciate that. Also at your seats tonight is a copy of the last edition of the Spotlight for the school year. It's a wonderful tribute to the class of 2026. It also highlights our top 30 students. It is beautifully done, as is the newest edition of the Ben Davis High School People Yearbook. And I'd also, if it's the pleasure of the board, I know we have our child nutrition staff here. Brittany, if you'll take a moment to introduce who's here and talk a little bit about your connection with Mount Olive Church and introduce our guests.
Well, here tonight, we have Mary Ellen, who's our assistant director, Carrie Damron, who is our site supervisor, and my boss. And we have Mount Olive representatives. It's our 3rd year working with Mount Olive. And Carrie, you can kind of speak to this and how.
Yeah. So one day, Daisha, which was the other site supervisor, her and I were out passing out flyers for summer feeding, and just so happened to see about 30 students in the motel behind Mount Olive getting on one of our buses. So Daisha had the great idea of trying to figure out how we could feed those kiddos. So one day we saw Mr. Gilbert mowing the lawn at Mount Olive, and we tracked him down, waved him over to our van, and we asked him, would he be willing to partner with us and help us get those kiddos fed? And he was on board 100% from day one. And it's really been great. And we email back and forth about menus and how we can better the program there at the site with their support. And it has been really great.
If you'll stand so we can recognize you tonight, we really appreciate you coming and for your work in our community. Yep.
Yep.
I think I see a retiree. Welcome back. Tell us what you've been doing since you've been away.
Yeah. Traveling. But I do a lot of work with the school and we do a lot of work with, Wayne Township and the kids and, our church is also partners with Bridgeport Elementary.
Right.
So we do a lot of work. Different things that they need, so trying to support them. Remind board, where you were. I worked at Indians Junior High for a long time, and then I worked at Chapel Hill 7th and 8th grade. So.
Thank you again for being with us.
Thank you, Dr. Sutton. Board, do you have any additional information or comments this evening? We have.
Sorry, there was one thing I wanted to bring up, I think I talked to you about, when I was on the nominating committee for ISBA, as a Region 8 representative, there was an award that was given called the Lauren A. Burke Award. And, I just wanted to possibly throw out the idea of asking for nominating Dr. Buds for that award, and I just don't know what the board.
I think it's a terrific idea. Do you know when the application deadline is for?
I don't, but, I was gonna say, if everybody's okay with that, I would pursue getting more information about, and see what we need to do.
Yeah, just a few housekeeping notes, if we could find out the application deadline, determine the qualifications. I have no doubt people qualify, but want to make sure that that's in line. And then any input you might need on behalf of the board to help get that completed. Any additional comment or discussion? We have a motion in a second to adjourn. A motion to adjourn. A motion and a second. All in favor, say aye. We're adjourned at 7:59.
Yeah.